In this example, we'll just log in. So you will be assigned a username. In this example, it's going to be AJ Johnson. And you'll be assigned a password. You can toggle remember me, and you would just select login. So this is the dashboard that you'll have access to. In some other examples, I'll walk you through the additional functionality. One by one. So what we have right now, we will have posts, and to view all the posts, you would click all posts. And posts can be news, they can be community events, they can be anything that you'd like. I'll show you an existing one, and then I'll show you how to create a new one. So to view a new one, to view an existing one, you would select edit. And that will take you into the about section. So within this, you'll learn something that are called shortcodes, and I'll show those a bit more in person and a little bit later in some of these videos to show you what is capable with all of the different posts. So for now, I'm going to leave this as you could edit the existing, and so you can see all the various different options with that. And I will take you through another video demo that will explain what all the possible options could be. So if you were to create a new post, let's create a new post from scratch. We'll click on add new. This will be basically what you'll be doing the most. So I'm going to create some new post. I would give it some content. That is great. I would give it a category. These are important because they will display differently on different places. So if it's a community event, so something such as not specific to Parsbrook Creative, you would select that. If it's specific about a press release from Parsbrook Creative, you would toggle news. And if you wanted to appear on the front page. We spoke about tags, and you can sort that as well. So we could put in Parsbro, creative, anything that we wanted to. What this here is VC custom teaser is that the introduction text that shows on the main page, you can customize that. So if you wanted to customize a different something that would go there, you would enable that. Typically it's not necessary. The featured image, for example, would be the image that appears on the main page. So we'll just, for entertainment value, select this one. And you click set featured image. And if we're all finished, there are other options, but for now we'll just stick with that. I would click publish. And eventually it will publish my item. We do have the ability as well to change the publish date. So if you have pre-existing press releases, you can change them here. You just set the exact date and time that you would want it to appear. And similarly, so you could future date these. So press releases you didn't want to release until a certain time, you would just future date it there if you wanted to do a bunch of bulk editing. And you would just click on OK, and then again update. So if you wanted to view this post, of course you could view it from here. And this would be your great post, your new post. If you'd like to see how it would view on the home page to look at the teaser option as we discussed, you can do that as well. So if that's some new post, as you can see, it would just take in a sample amount of the comment for the excerpt test. So that is, in short, how you would create a new news item. So the next big thing you'd probably be doing as well is creating board members. So to do that, we have them classified as employees. We will change this heading later, but for now we will reference it as employees. We can view the existing ones if we like to compare. So it's pretty straightforward. As you can see, you just have a name, you have a position, a description, and a thumbnail. There are some other options that you can add, especially for folks that we want to give props to elsewhere. So I can say Ashley testing, and then what we would do here is if we wanted our board members to have an individual page, so say for example if they clicked on the name it would go to a bio. In this example we won't do that, so we're going to select no. We can also have like a detailed page that can link to a page about that person, etc. Or to, when we eventually have our artists, we will link it to their portfolio and their artist page. You specify their position, board position name, and we can indicate some info about this great member. You also can indicate a sort order. So this is useful when you do have hierarchy of board members. Where do they fall in the hierarchy? I know there's less than 6 at the moment, so I'm just going to specify 6 here. To give them an image, you would select featured image. I'll probably do it a bit quickly, so I'll do it again. So you click featured image. You could upload it from your computer, but for the sake of this example, I'm just going to click on Michael again and click set featured image. You can indicate what their email address is, and of course their various social networks. To publish that, you would select publish. And then while this is loading, and again you could also, in the announcement of future board members, like anything in WordPress, you can predate it and you can also post date it. If you had a member joining a little later on, you could do that. So to view that team member, you just click on View Team Member, and this would be the test that I had just created. So again, these would populate on our About page. We have this automatically linked as our board members, and as you can see here is my test. So another option we have as well within this is our clients. Right now our clients are artists. I do have to change these settings. So as you can see, we have an artist, we have a thumbnail, and you can have a description. This will eventually be what we use to link our artists as well. We can do it one of 2 ways. If an artist is a board member, we can use that option. Or if they're just an artist, we can do that. So you select add new client, which we change to add new artist once it migrates. And so test artist name. If we wanted to give it the option